So the first day this dungeon dropped, I made a video on how you can one-face both of the bosses inside of it. Now, be it as it may, some people might not have the ability to do the strats for that. For instance, you might not have a Legend of Acreus for the first boss, and the final boss can be really annoying to try and one-face with the rockets, because sometimes, bro, I swear those rockets just go whoo, right through her, right past her. She's really giving her best Keanu Reeves impression from the Matrix. So in this video, we're going to be giving you guys an easy way to two-face both of the bosses. Not the most insane, intense, giga-baking boss strat like we did for the first day. Granted, that is just rockets and tether. But we're going for the ease of use and consistency that just about every LFG group can definitely pull off. The gun that we are going to be using is the Briar's Contempt, aka the Root of Nightmares linear fusion rifle. We thought that meta was dead, but there is a few other things going on than just the linear. And before we dive in and break it down, I do have a special announcement. I opened up a little merch store over on Spreadshop, going under the name of Built Differently Clothing, baby. And it doesn't have anything heavily related to my channel or Destiny for that matter. I wanted to have a more of a broad appeal so you could just wear it out and about, look casual and look good, and not have some YouTuber's logo on your chest or something like that. Orders are 15% off for the first 2 weeks. If you want to shop it, I'll leave a link at the top of the description if there's not a merch shelf already. And now we shall commence the cooking of the bosses with a Ron linear. So you can two-face both of these bosses with the Briars, and its perk pool is actually pretty generous and pretty helpful. The main thing why this gun is being used is because of its origin trait, Harmonic Resonance, where equipping multiple weapons from this set, basically multiple Root of Nightmare weapons, grants the weapon increased reload speed, handling, and it also does increased damage versus Tormentors, Lucent Hive, and Guardians using their super. But most importantly, Lucent Hive, because what are both of the bosses in this dungeon? Lucent Hive, baby. And we are always wearing 3 Root of Nightmare weapons, so we always at least have Harmonic Resonance times 2, because I believe it doesn't proc for the gun you're actually having equipped, holding in your hand at the moment. But even still, I believe you're going to get an extra, just basically 10% free damage from the origin trait. And you can get even more if you are using Deeper Origins and Column 3 from this season's artifact, which flat out buffs the benefits you get from Harmonic Resonance, including the damage. Bada bing, bada boom. Secure your easy two phases with the Divinity, preferably being used by a Warlock, with the Airway Helmet, the Cenotaph. Now we could leave it at that, but of course we at least gotta talk about this gun's perk pool. Duh. How am I gonna recommend you guys a gun and then not tell you what it rolls with? Alright. Here's the perk pool. Not in a linear meta, even though this is an aggressive linear. It's solar. Nobody cares. Let's just talk about the perk pool. Bro, third column, Rewind Rounds, Demo, or Reconstruction are my top 3 picks. Envious Assassin's also a pretty good pick if you want to roll with that. Me personally, my favorite 2 picks are Reconstruction and Rewind Rounds. But you got options in the third column is my main point. As well as in the fourth column, you also have some pretty good options. Now, one of my favorite perks is Frenzy. I was using one with Rewind Rounds and Frenzy for a good amount of the gameplay. However, a perk that I cannot ignore is Surrounded. Now, when Surrounded is proc, that is a 40% damage increase. It is proc whenever there are 3 or more enemies within 8 meters of you. So it's really good for the first boss. I gotta keep it real with you. If you drop your well where Ektar like pops up and you just go stand on one of the little hive architecture, I don't know, it's like a little hive barricade wall, but you stand on it and Ektar just looks at you dumbfounded and you can just pop, 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 pop. Bop, bop, bop. You just blast him in the face with your linear. And with 3 solar surges, with Harmonic Resonance times 2 with Deeper Origins, and with Surrounded proc, standing in a well with the Tractor debuff, my guy, this linear is doing over 200k per shot to that guy. 200k on a linear! I'm just saying, that's kind of juicy. All right, let's just be real here. And then Focus Fury, if you're about that life. Focus Fury grants you a 20% damage increase upon hitting 50% of your magazine as precision hits. The easiest of the damage perks to proc would be Frenzy, because you literally just play the game practically and you proc Frenzy. The biggest bang for your buck, but you may sometimes not even have it proc, would be Surrounded. I have some clips of us using Surrounded against Ektar, and my god, the damage is juicy. Reconstruction Surrounded, really good roll. Rewind Rounds Frenzy, also really good roll. Those are 2 rolls that we use in the background gameplay for this video. And I know we touched on it earlier, but for the final boss, keep it simple. Have somebody rocking a Divinity, 2 people on Briars, Reconstruction Frenzy, Rewind Frenzy. To keep it the most simple, you'll two-face this boss easily. You could try and proc Surrounded in this boss fight with all the thrall that spawn in, but to keep it safe and simple, super easy for 2-phase, just rock Frenzy. Other than that though, guys, this is gonna wrap up the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on your favorite weapons to bake the new dungeon bosses with. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the merch store. You guys be safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.